Alright guys, in this video I'm just going to give you a quick overview and a quick run through summary of your website and the different functions of your website. As you can see right now, we're logged onto your website's homepage online. We're on kingdomapparel1.com. The first thing you need to take notice of is the banner section. This particular section is completely customizable by you as far as the look of the section. You have four different main banners, and then you also have this fifth long style banner at the bottom. Everything that's in there right now is just for filler. If you like it, you can keep it. If you don't, you can have your graphic designer design any banners you want them to design. You don't actually have the option of uploading these banners yourself. Once your graphic designer redesigns these banners, he would need to email them to us and we would upload them. It takes us 5 minutes. It doesn't take a long time once we get them. So I have sent you in your downloadable file section of your account with GZP webdesign.com, you will have all these files as far as these banners. It should be 6 different image files. The image files are all set up specifically to fall into this layout um, for your banner. So your graphic designer needs to use those files as a starting point so he knows the specific sizes set up or fit to these particular banners. So you would send all that to your graphic designer and he would design whatever you wanted to design in these areas, and then we'd put them up for you. Um, from there, you now have the new product section. The new product section is the area where all your new products show up, obviously. Whenever you put a new product up on your site, it's going to show up here automatically. You do have the option of not having it show here, but if you want it to show up here, all the new products will show up here depending on the date you put them up. You also have the option of having them show for a limited time, for say a week, a month, a year, a day, 2 days, however you want to set it up. We'll go into all that in the tutorial that shows you how to add products to the website. So obviously here you have your main menu options. You have your different categories under your women's apparel. You have the Kingdom Apparel Classic, Kingdom Apparel Calm, Kingdom Apparel Inspirational, and the same thing for the men. You have the Classic, the Strong line, and the Inspirational line. You have the kids, and then you have the home. Now, as far as your users, as far as your customers coming into the site, I just want to go over some different features that are available on the Magento sites. Magento is a very robust um, platform, so there's a lot of stuff available with Magento. This is why I recommended using Magento, and this is why I try to use Magento for all of my e-commerce websites. Um, Also, with that said, a side note as far as Magento, because it's so robust and because it does so much, it uses a lot of resources on your host. Right now, your website comes with a unlimited hosting plan, which gives you unlimited bandwidth and unlimited um, storage space with your website. The unlimited hosting plan, though, the hosting plan that you're on, the hosting plan that most websites are on, is on what's called a shared hosting plan, which means your hosting is shared on a server with other websites. So because it's shared, in this particular website is not on its own dedicated server, as you get more and more and more clients that come to your site, you're going to eventually want to go to a dedicated server, a server that is specifically only for your particular website. That's how most, if not all, big e-commerce websites work. Once they get to a certain size and they get a certain amount of people coming to their site, a certain amount of traffic coming to their site on a regular basis, they switch from a shared server to a dedicated server. So the dedicated server would be just your specific, your own server. But that'll be down the line, or that'll be, whenever you want to do it. I'll give you some information as far as the pricing and things like that and how the dedicated server works. I just wanted to give you a little bit of information about that. So back to the website right now, you have a bunch of different options for your users. As you can see, you have the prices down here for all the different shirts. You have the option to add it to your cart directly from the product screen. Once you click on that, it'll take you to the product screen, and you have the prices. They'll have the option to email this product to a friend. They have the option to review the product. You can see the price, the availability is in stock or out of stock depending on how you set it up. Then you got the quick overview, which would be the short description. I didn't put anything in there. That would be what, for you to put in there, however you want to describe it. They have the option of zooming in if they want to see a little bit closer of what the design is, moving it around, things like that. If they want to get a bigger image of the design, they click on the images down here, and then they have a bigger image there. If you have a bunch of different images, they can also just scroll through the images through this window by clicking next. Like I said, I only have 2 images right now of your on your site, so that's up there. So it would close that. Then you have the different color options. There's only 2 options available, or 1 option available for all your products right now. I've only put 1 color up. You can add all the different colors and the different images yourself as you go along. And so they click whatever color they want, and then they would select whatever size they want, and they would either add it to their wish list, which would be they could pretty much save it for later. They can make a wish list and later on come back and purchase it. Or if they want, they can add it to the compare list, which would make a side-by-side comparison of all the different products that they add to the compare list. Or they could purchase it. From there, they also have the option to select how many they want to purchase. This guy wants to buy about 5 million, 50 million of your t-shirts, so that'll be good. And then they'll click add to cart. And okay, this particular, that's a good thing I did that. This particular error will pop up because when you set up your products, I set up all your products as far as the inventory for each product at $99.99. You can set that to a higher amount. You might want to set that to a higher amount so that later on down the line you don't get this error message. So because it's set to $99.99, you can see the maximum quantity allowed for purchase is 10,000 t-shirts because your inventory is set up to say you only have 9,999 t-shirts available right now. So you may want to set that to 1,000,000 or whatever. It's just every time someone purchases a t-shirt, that's going to automatically, Magento will automatically track that, and it'll automatically go down and down and down. So if you don't set it to a very high number, you're going to have to go in there eventually and update it. So that's just a quick side note also. But so we'll just put down, let's say we'll buy 9,000 of these t-shirts, and they're gonna click add to cart. Obviously Magento's gonna calculate the price totally for all the t-shirts, and it's going to automatically update. Did I click? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't select the color option. I didn't. Again, this is good so you can see how it's going to work. If they don't select the color option, it says this field is required. They'll get an error message, and I have to select that. Also, you see the required fields for the size. You got to select that, and now we should work. You got to click add cart, add to cart, and you'll see. Now you go to your cart section, and this person bought 9,000 of your t-shirts at $19.99 each, so their price is going to be $179,910. And then they will just click proceed to checkout or continue shopping. It's pretty much the way any other e-commerce site online works that you've seen. All the bells and whistles are available. It's the same kind of thing. It's a lot of different options. You have your wish list. You have the option for customers to add an account so that when they log in and want to buy products on the regular, they can have access to their own account. You have also the newsletter area, which is pretty much just a place where your customers would input their email address and you could send them updates, like say you had a new product or something like that. So it's a good thing for you to have a nice email list of your customers if they opt in and put it in there. And you got the search options, and that's pretty much it. The rest is pretty much self-explanatory. I really just wanted to go over the banners and how that works, and some of the other small things. But other than that, like I said, everything else is pretty much self-explanatory. If you have any questions, get in contact with us.